Yeah, Portland. Very nice. Well, my baby drove up in a brand new Cadillac. About 20 miles. 20 miles, baby. Let's do it. Feeling better now. Need some water though. Look at those clouds over there. See that cloud behind me? That's nuts. It's the first day of riding. It's painful. Learned a lot of lessons, overdressed. Thankfully though, it's a somewhat short day. I've only got about another hour and a half riding. And then tonight I can tweak some things and get it better for tomorrow. I slept like a rock up here. I went to bed about 9 o'clock and I didn't wake up until 6 or 7. I was really tired and I didn't have a ground cloth. So I was sleeping on a bed of leaves, which actually is a great way to sleep if you are ever without a ground cloth. It'll help keep you warm. So yesterday's highlight, I was riding through this town called Oregon City, and it was a beautiful town and old like craftsman style houses. Beautiful town, beautiful homes, a lot of ag businesses. Went through some back roads where there was some farming, some wineries, and some low traffic, and a lot of people giving you a lot of room here, which is really nice. So let's see what day 2 brings. Charge him. This is outskirts of Salem, just a neighborhood greenway. Really beautiful. Love the tree-lined streets and the craftsman style homes. It's a windbreaker. It's the deal. Everybody should have one of these. Makes all the difference between being cold and comfortable. So this big park right in the middle of Salem. Really nice. You can see it's pretty popular with locals too. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you, thank you. The train tracks in the background
This reminds me of the movie Stand By Me. Stand by me. Da, da, da. That's the only words I know. All right, we're in Independence. Perfect, because it just started raining. So let's get some shelter, but looks nice. Ooh, the glorious life. Something else I want to say that's awesome is that you can find these in almost every campground you go to. It's a bike stand. It's got all the tools. They're not all of them, but the basic ones. A little pump over there. So if you find yourself in a bind, you're never far from help.
Day 3, good morning from Independence, Oregon. I slept pretty good last night in my tent at my campsite. I heard a lot of geese. I heard a lot of birds. I heard a lot of footprints in the forest type of thing, which I think were deer. I was telling myself they were deer. Anyway, today's plan, we're going to get up from here and we're going to go to Corvallis first, which is slightly off the trail, but that's all right. I've wanted to check Corvallis out because it's a cool college town, and I've been there once before. I just wanted to go take a spin through there. So we're gonna take a spin through Corvallis. After Corvallis, we're going to head towards Brownsville, and then I guess that's where there's one big hill coming out of Brownsville. And with that, let's get on with it.
All right outside of Independence. Yeah, the next town is Albany. I'm guessing those are, I don't know what those are. If anyone knows, let me know. Boy, I think about what it'd be like to grow up there. Grow up here at this house. What a beautiful life it would be. Not many cars. When they come, they're moving. You know, it's when you get into big open space like this that you really realize how small we are in the world. This hill, fully loaded bike, just got up at granny gear, baby. Let's go, granny gear. All right, coming up into Albany. The next 10 miles mostly flattened down. Climbs are out of the way for the day. It's amazing how just a bowl of hot food can change your attitude. You feel much better. Wild. That is wild. It's awesome. Beautiful.
After what was a really long day, I've arrived at Brownsville. Sneezing and tired. It's a lot harder and longer than I anticipated. Getting ready to leave from Brownsville today. Yesterday was pretty tough. A couple roads got closed, so I had to go around. It added the mileage up, and a couple hills. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a long, hard day for me when it shouldn't have been, but it was, and that's just how sometimes things are. So for today, we're going to Armitage Campgrounds right outside of Eugene. It's 25 miles. There's a big hill I'm prepared for, but it's pretty much looks like a straight shot. But yeah, all uphill, big hill, and then slight upgrade the whole way. So let's go grab some coffee and see how this goes. This is it, leaving Brownsville. It's just like, it's awesome. Small town America. Houses. What I'm thinking is wine, grapes, I mean, but I could be wrong because I don't know shit about farming. All right, we're heading to the hill. I'm feeling better. Grabbed a iced coffee, got a Gatorade from the dollar store, and I got the Camelback in my bag instead of on my back, which I always knew was a bad idea, but I was never carrying a ton of water earlier because there's just so much water available. So anyway, here we go. My legs are pretty smoked, so it's gonna be a slog getting up the hill. I already know it. Doesn't look like much, but steep. Picked up this pack of peanut butter M&Ms to help me with the journey, and so far it's paying its weight in gold. Yo, what's up, big boy cows? I see you looking at me. Yo, cows! Woo, cows! Cows, I see you looking at me, checking me out. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, look at this out here, man. Out here in nature. Yes. Beautiful. Eugene, baby. I'm about 2 miles from Armitage Campgrounds where I'm gonna stay tonight. Today wasn't so bad. Little sidewalk dining at Colburn. Some fries. This is kind of an expensive town, above my paid grade. But they got one place, of course, I found that has cheap food. This is the McKenzie River. Runs right outside of Eugene. Okay, so while Champoy and Brownsville have a no turnaround policy for bikers, take note, the campground I'm at now does not have that policy. So I got here, it's Memorial Day weekend, it is sold out. Armitage Campground, sold out. The guy was pretty unsympathetic. So that leaves me with a couple options. One is I checked Airbnb hotel rates in town, but again, because it's a holiday, it's all pretty expensive. Two, there is a place next door. It's called Camping World. It looks like it's mainly geared for RVers. And in my experience, campgrounds that are RV first and tent second are always really expensive for what you get, you know, and then you're surrounded by a bunch of RVs. So the third option, this is a really big park and a lot of it is pretty uninhabited. So it's a beautiful night out. It's gonna be a beautiful clear night. It's been a beautiful hot day. So I'm gonna just throw my sleeping bag down at sunset and go stealth mode. The dirtbag tour marches on. Some nights it just be like this, I guess. Yeah. I'm out here in the fringes of Armitage Park. Set up right after the sun sets, which is about 10 minutes, and be gone when the sun rises about 5 a.m. Well, I guess the positive about sleeping rough out out in the sleeping bag in the grass is that you're forced to get up early. You don't lay in the comforts of your tent and your ground cloth and all that. You gotta move. Plus, I promised the ranger I'd be out of there at sunup, so here I am. But nobody's on the road except for me, which is really nice. This is downtown Eugene, part of it. It's all pretty quiet. It's Sunday morning, about 7 a.m. We're gonna cruise around and look for some breakfast.